Hey, what's up everyone? It's Allie here and welcome back to Fab Little Dish. Welcome if this is your first time joining us. Fab Little Dish is your cozy little nook for all things home decor inspiration, including everyday and seasonal decorating, vintage home decor hauls, vintage historic home tours, especially holiday themed ones this time of year, and so much more fun coziness goes on this channel. So I am so happy if this is the first time you stumbled upon us today, because this is a very exciting, fun, special treat. This video officially marks the start to my 2024 Christmas Decorate With Me series. It's gonna be such a fun one. I put so much love and energy into this first one, and I'm just so thrilled to bring it all to you. And I know that it's gonna help get all of you in the festive mood to start decorating your own homes this holiday season. Today, we're gonna be decorating my Victorian Christmas Cottage Bedroom. And I love the way this turned out. It is completely different than the way my bedroom looked last year. Every year I try to do a little different spin on my themes, but this was a complete transformation from last year's bedroom Christmas theme. I did Candyland last year, and this is Victorian Christmas Cottage. So think vintage home decor, Victorian accents, French-inspired designs, just all the little details like velvet ribbons, ornate candle holders, gilded mirrors, candles everywhere, vintage cameo portraits, just so much coziness goes into the details even. So it really helps create that classic old world charm with a touch of elegance. That's where the French inspired designs kind of coincide with my Victorian themes. So it is a very unique mix, I feel, something I don't really see out there. And it's just so vintagey and cozy, and I know you're gonna love it. I really wanted to capture a 19th century cozy Victorian Christmas, and I just love the vibe that this ended up looking like, and I feel like you're going to as well. We're gonna be decorating a brand new Christmas tree together with a whole bunch of vintage ornaments and velvet ribbons and candles. We're also going to be creating some Christmas floral arrangements. We're gonna be replacing some art with Victorian Christmas theme pieces. We're also just gonna be doing some fun shelf styling and really just evoking that Victorian Christmas cottage feel. But before I go ahead and get started, please make sure to hit that subscribe button if you already have not. I have so many fun Christmas decorating adventures. This is just the first of the series coming out, and we're not just gonna be doing Christmas stuff. I still have European chateau tours that I need to share with you and just different adventures from that trip, as well as Victorian home tours here in the States, some of which will be decorated and decked out for the holiday season. And there's just always fun home decor inspiration to be gained here on this channel. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you love it. It really does help the channel out, and I want Fab Little Dish to continue growing, especially during this amazing holiday season. But without further ado, go ahead and get yourself a cozy cup of cider, and let's transform my bedroom together into a Victorian Christmas cottage. We're starting things off by hanging up our wreath, which will go right in front of my big large window, which the tree will also go in front of. I love the simplicity of Victorian decor, where you don't have to buy a huge sparkly overdone wreath. Instead, I opted for this nearly natural Fraser fir wreath, which actually feels real. I picked up a package of red berries from Target, and I'm adding them throughout the wreath, which instantly elevated its look. The vibrant red of the berries complements the rest of the decor I'm planning to use, giving the wreath a richer, more luxurious feel. And now it's time to get the tree up. This is a brand new tree for us this year, and I absolutely love it. It's from Amazon, and I made sure to link it below, but I just love how real it feels. And even the garland that you'll be seeing me put up later matches perfectly, so that was just serendipitous. The branches even look real, and I think the simplicity of this tree really captures the elegance within Victorian Christmas decor and really gave me a great palette to work with. So my grandma came in with an amazing tip this year. She picked me up some gardening gloves for me to wear as I fluff my tree. She remembered how dry and scratched up my hands were last year from all of the tree decorating I did. So I was really impressed with this idea, and I was surprised I hadn't thought of it before. Grandmas really do know everything. Using these gloves prevented my hands from getting scratched and banged up, so I highly recommend this tip for when you're working your own trees. Trust me, your hands will thank you. The key to making an artificial tree look lush and realistic is all in the fluffing. And I mean really fluff the branches, refluff, and then fluff again. I pull the branches away from one another in opposite directions, ensuring that any empty gaps are covered. This step really sets the foundation, especially for a Victorian Christmas tree where every detail matters. I used a simple sheer tree skirt, and then I wrapped a crochet table runner on top of the skirt all around it, which really gave this a vintage look and feel. Now for my favorite part, adding the ornaments. This is where the magic truly comes to life, and it's all about choosing the right colors and textures. For this Victorian-inspired Christmas tree, I decided on a palette of soft peaches, light blue to match my curtains, sage green, and that classic burgundy red that captures the essence of Victorian Christmas charm. For the ornaments, I went with vintage-inspired styles, simple glass bulbs, and handcrafted looking pieces that add an old-world feel. Fun fact, glass ornaments were actually some of the very first Christmas decorations, dating back to the Victorian era in Europe. Adding these touches brings a bit of that history and timeless elegance to your Christmas tree. I wanted to bring some natural elements to the tree as well, since that's very Victorian. So I picked up 4 sets of these garlands from Amazon, which are also linked below. I was thrilled with these because they are actual, real dried orange slices and sticks of cinnamon. And the best part is, they smell amazing. This saved me a lot of time in making my own garlands, and they look as if I created them myself. I also added around 40 long cascading ribbons to give a dramatic, elegant effect, which makes the tree feel that much more opulent and festive. The ribbons add such a whimsical and elegant touch, which is just perfect for the Victorian aesthetic. This is the decor that I've got to work with for the Victorian Christmas cottage. I always like to give an overview. I might not use all of this, but just want you all to see what I got. Some of this is new, some of this is old and handed down, vintage, estate sale hunts. I love it. Love this one. It's very William Morris. I mean, it's so cool, and that is just very Victorian. Of course, you gotta have Little Women. This is an old Macbeth book from Victorian times. I believe it was printed. I will double check that. I have little houses here that I got when I was in Austin one year traveling. This is a really pretty, I believe it's a Lennox sleigh that was an estate sale find, some lanterns. I don't know where I'm gonna put these, but look how cute these are. And I got these at a craft fair last year, and they're so Victorian. They're definitely from old Victorian Christmas cards. They're inspired by them, so I'm gonna do something with it. And these are just really cute. think that's might be Primitives by Kathy. And then I'm gonna put these lights up. I know they're just kind of, they're pretty when they sparkle on other things. What else? I love that. I can't remember where I picked her up from. This nutcracker was my very first nutcracker, and I got it when I saw the Nutcracker live with my grandma. And just cute little prints here, angels. These are really special because my grandma has a matching pair and she gave those to me. She loved to ice skate when she was young, and I can't do it to save my life. These are Lori Mitchell, and I love them. My grandma has got me some of them over the years because I made her fall in love with them. I also have Santa and Mrs. Claus right there. This I picked up at an estate sale. He's a super old Santa, and I didn't see a year, but this is definitely, I mean, it is a vintage Victorian looking Santa, because they didn't look at Santa as a big round jolly Saint Nick. He's got skinny legs, so he fit the bill. This is my grandma's too. It is so cute. It's Christmas pudding. She gave me some gas to light that too, so that's gonna be fun. We've got some really cute Bethany Lowe little figures. I love, that's little Tim, or Tiny Tim. That's Tiny Tim. Little drummer. I have some of my Victorian flair that I'm bringing to the table. Got these sets of tulle at Dollar Tree. They make great for back on shelving. My little Victorian lady. I love the teacups and I love the mice. These are some older, I don't know, they didn't even have lights in them, and I'm not gonna light them up. I just liked that they're both pink. I have my Department 56 houses that are gonna be going out in the living room, and those are Victorian inspired homes as well. They're actual homes from the city, the ones that I have in the living room, so be sure to stay tuned on that. Got a little fan. They love decorating with pomegranates. Any kind of fruit or food is great for Victorian decorating. I also got this lantern at the Dollar Tree, and it was $5. That was an exciting find. I got some art I'm gonna hang up too. Ooh, that's from Colmar, that little house. Colmar, France, from my recent trip. And yeah, so let's go ahead and decorate with all this. I'm so excited. Now it's time to style my lovely antique French curio cabinet. I'm not gonna lie, when I purchased this piece at an auction, I completely had Christmas in mind and knew it would be a showstopper. After cleaning out the cabinet and wiping everything down, I added some red tulle from Dollar Tree to add some dimension to the back of the shelves. I also had this lace table runner that I purchased from HomeGoods last year, and I actually cut it in half to use a piece on the base of each shelf. I think the soft red tulle against the creamy white lace casts a magical glow throughout the cabinet when the lights are turned on at night. I'll rest my voice now so we can style this cabinet together for a very Victorian Christmas look. picked these up from Michael's, and I'm going to just kind of cluster them together, make a little holiday arrangement in my beautiful brass cherub little flower pot. It's very Versailles. I picked up 2 of these garlands from, where did I get these? Marshalls. I saw them at Home Goods too. I thought they were really Victorian looking with the wood beads, the pine cones, and I thought the berries would complement the berries that I have in the wreath really well, and just the colors in the tree overall. So I'm going to string these along. I have 2 of them, and I'm gonna put them on up. This is my Samantha doll, my American Girl doll that my grandma got for me when I was little for Christmas. And it was one of the, if not my favorite Christmas gift ever. And I kept her in such good condition, and she's wearing her little Christmas dress. I thought she'd be perfect for a Victorian themed bedroom because Victorians loved dolls. So, and this is my favorite doll. We're nearing the finish line of decorating, and we always need to replace our art when it's a new season. I found some lovely Victorian Christmas themed pieces of art that I edited, enlarged, and printed out at Walgreens myself. Let me know in the comments below if anyone wants these prints as well, so I can be sure to add them to the Fab Little Dish shop, where you can also print your own artwork. This is such an affordable option in giving any room that Christmas feel for whatever vibe you are looking for. I didn't want to see any white space in my horizontal pieces that are going up, so I took some leftover deep red velvet ribbon that we used to hang the wreath up with, and I hot glued 2 pieces on each piece of art before putting them in the frames. Also, if you want a more authentic look, then hang up your art without the glass in the frames. Sometimes I need to keep the glass in the frames though in order to keep the photos actually contained in the frames themselves, because I buy all vintage frames and sometimes the backings are a little wonky. But as long as they're vintage and gold, then they're giving off the effect I'm looking for in this Victorian Christmas cottage theme. We're almost ready to take a full tour of this Victorian Christmas bedroom, so make sure you grab something warm and cozy to sip on. And before we dive in, just a quick note, my Fab Little Dish shop is fully stocked with Christmas decor, featuring some of my absolute favorite pieces. I've curated a delightful mix of holiday treasures for the shop, from vintage-inspired and pastel-themed pieces to nearly my entire gingerbread house collection, decorative accent trees, and so much more to make your Christmas truly festive. Plus, I'll be adding more unique vintage finds from my recent thrifting and estate sale adventures. These pieces make perfect gifts for any vintage decor lover, so be sure to check out the shop. You might just find something special before Santa scoops it all up. what did you all think? Please let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts on the decor and what your favorite parts were, if anything stood out to you in particular. And also let me know if any of you have started to decorate, and if so, what your themes are this year. I always love the inspiration that comes through in those comments, and just keep the love coming. And make sure to subscribe. There are so many more Decorate With Me's, holiday adventures, historic home tours, vintage home decor hauls, and just home decor inspiration. Don't want you missing out on anything, especially during this lovely holiday season. Make sure to also give us a thumbs up if you loved this video and if you found it super cozy. But until next time, my friends, I hope you all stay creative, stay festive, and stay lovely. Ciao.